Happy Thursday, y'all. Welcome to the Daily Reader podcast, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work, to help us to stay more present and to live better lives. Be sure to tune into this channel. The times keep changing a little bit. Just the way my schedule was kind of evolving. I took a new part-time job, so happy to be here this morning with y'all. It's going to be a great day, and I actually just finished up some training, so it's going to be my first day by myself on the new job that I started. So, yeah, I'm excited about the day. Just want to say, it's looking like I'm probably going to be doing this job on Wednesday and Thursdays, most weeks going forward, at least for now. And that means the Daily Reader podcast is going to be at 7 a.m. on Wednesday and Thursdays, and then Friday through Tuesdays, it's going to be at 10:30 a.m. Unless I give y'all any other changes or notices. Sometimes I might work 3 days a week with this new company, but I think I'm going to focus on 2 days a week for the time being. It's going to be my main thing. So, but initially, that's kind of initially. It may change in the future. So, but I'll definitely be sure to let y'all know if that happens. That way, everybody's on the same page and not wondering when the podcast is going to be happening. So I definitely wouldn't want that to be done to me either. So I'm going to be giving y'all ample notice as much as I can. So anyways, y'all, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started this morning. So wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, go ahead and come to a stopping point. And yeah, just go ahead and find somewhere where you can be comfortable, somewhere safe. Obviously, if you're driving, pull over. I don't know, for the next maybe 10 or 15 minutes this morning. Give you another minute to get there. All right, when you're there, if you're comfortable doing so, go ahead and close your eyes. Just take some breaths, breathing in your nose and out your mouth. Let go of any regrets that you have about the past. Obviously, we can't change the past. And any worries you have about the future, fears, anything like that, because the future is not here yet, right? We don't know what's going to happen in the future. So, and just be present now in this moment. And just focus on the breath. And just put your intention there. And just the awareness of the breathing, how it feels, how it sounds. In the nose, out the mouth. Don't forget to breathe, y'all. Sometimes that happens to me. I have to remind myself. Keep breathing. Okay, let's go and do one more breath. Then after that, we'll do the full serenity prayer for the day. So go ahead and take it in deep as you can. And once you do that, let it out audibly, releasing any other tension that you might be holding on to. Sometimes without even knowing it, we're holding on to tension. And prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace, taking as He did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that He will make all things right if I surrender to His will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with Him forever and ever in the next. If you're just now coming on, welcome. Thanks for being here to the Daily Reader podcast. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future updates, podcast episodes. On June 19th, I listened intently as others shared on step 8. When it was my turn to speak, I mouthed the words I had heard so often. My parents did the best that they could. I made peace with them at their gravesite. The words hung hollow as vivid memories of my addict mother still tortured me. In desperation, I finally talked with my sponsor, who assured me I didn't have to make amends yet. I just had to become willing, and my willingness would allow me to move on. I held this thought for several days as memories flooded me with fierce intensity. The longer I reflected on becoming willing, the brighter the light of my understanding grew. I realized that my family had lived in the black and white world of addiction. I understood that my parents didn't have healthy parenting skills and were unaware I had done as well as any unsupervised 12-year-old could have expected to do. With these thoughts, something melted inside of me. Perhaps it was my own hardened heart. I didn't have to go to my parents' graves to make amends. It happened when I softened enough to become willing. Thought for the day. When I can see the disease of addiction rather than the alcoholic or addict as the cause of my wounds, the deep healing of recovery can begin. Step 8 reminds us that only we can unlock the door of our past and walk away. And that's from the book Paths to Recovery, page 84. Good reading, y'all. Step 8. Step 8. This one took me a little while. I don't know, probably about 2 months, I would say, in my experience, before I became willing to actually make amends to people. And yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The steps, right? When you get to each step, my experience is to not worry about the step that's coming next and just focus on the step that's at hand. That way it's not stressful. Not to say I didn't get a little bit nervous, because I did. But it was all worth it in the end, y'all. So if you're in the 12 steps, definitely stick with it. I haven't even been through 12 steps. I've only been through step 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only did steps 1 through 9. And I do a little bit of 10 from time to time. I definitely do some of the 12 and even some of the 11, but I haven't done the full actual step, right? I just do a little bit of it here and there. And yeah, it's kind of where I'm at, right? But I think it's probably just an excuse I'm making not to do step 10 that I need to do, right? So I need to stop that and just get her done, right? That's the key. So I intend to do that sometime here soon. And move forward again with another sponsor. I'll probably start over with one again, and then go through them all again. That's usually the best thing to do. And the steps is a lifelong journey, lifelong program for living anyway, right? So, but another thing that's really, really powerful that I just read about is you need to you see the person, love the person, but don't love the disease. Obviously, you can hate the disease of addiction, whatever it is, right? So that's what I do my best to do in my life. When I'm around any kind of addicts, just love them and do the best I can. Obviously, sometimes you have to keep an arm's length. You have to keep an arm's length distance sometimes with your emotions, and just emotionally detach, or love people from a distance. You can always love them from a distance too. You don't have to be around them. Nothing says you have to be around them all the time. But I've learned that it's really important to do that, though, right? Jesus and God loves us regardless of our mistakes and what we do, right? So I think we owe it to the rest of the world to love people in it, regardless of the issues that they have, right? We have issues too, so and not says we have to do that, right? It not says that we have to love everybody, right? But I know the Bible does teach that, so it just depends on where you come from and where you're at on your journey, right? which one you choose to do. So that's on you. Right? No judgment from me either way. So trust y'all got something good out of that today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Everybody have a great day. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Yeah, so it's gonna be good, y'all. Stay tuned. And if you want to go back and see any of the past podcasts as well, you're welcome to. There's a ton of them. I've got over 200, probably 200 of these on YouTube already. I don't know, maybe 150, something like that. It's a good bit. Some of them are on health and wellness, though, too. So if y'all are into health and wellness, definitely check those out. And look forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow. As always, peace and love. Bye for now.